hotel room. And then you want to get upset with us. Like, this is our problem that we created.
Oh!
No. We didn't create this problem.
On December 6th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a hotel after receiving reports that 2 children, ages 1 and 3, had been left unsupervised in a hotel room for several hours.
Wicked behavior.
He just got called over here because they were crying, so then he came and didn't want to leave them alone. So he went and grabbed. Oh, there he is.
Hi.
Hi.
Don't just come storming through this door like you didn't just leave 2 kids unattended in a hotel room, lady.
Hey.
So can you tell me what's going on?
Yeah, we got called because your kids were by themselves.
No, they weren't.
Who was here then?
My sister was just here.
Okay, they weren't here for the last 30 minutes when the worker came and checked. So that's why we're here. Baby was like grabbing at that he needs a diaper change, I think. I've at least been here for 12 minutes, and the person who called had been here for some time before calling. So.
This is ridiculous, honestly.
No, you're ridiculous.
Okay, so you have to stay in the room now with me?
I'm waiting because you keep going out there, and I need to make sure these kids are good because you weren't here for like 30 minutes, or no one was here. An adult was not here for 30 minutes.
Take care of them babies.
They were both sleeping. My sister just came out, and I went to the store.
For 30 minutes?
My sister was here.
Ma'am, I'm telling you, the person who called is someone who works here.
Okay, I understand that, but they have to. They're going to do a complete investigation.
Negligence.
They have to prove that I was gone.
What's your first name?
You need my first and last name?
And what's a good phone number for you?
224.
Okay.
Okay, well, this officer is in there watching your kids. We'll go in there and talk to them. Go inside and watch your children, please.
Okay.
She's still moving all around.
Who was what's your name that was watching them? How do you spell that? Can you stay over here, ma'am?
I'm trying to hear what's going on, so.
And a phone number?
She worrying about the wrong thing. Change your kid's dirty ass diaper.
I don't have her phone number. I literally have a laptop. You see, I don't even have a phone.
How do you speak to her?
Facebook.
Okay, can I?
The sister you left to watch your kids, you talked to her through Facebook. Oh, I'm about to get upset.
I just gave you her name. I don't have a phone number. I don't even have a phone. This is all I have. I can show you that. So what do you want me to do?
What's her address? Hello.
Hi there. All right.
Hi, guys.
What's going on today? You got a good toy there, huh?
They were left unattended. She says just 30 minutes, but it claims like 2 to 4 hours.
They were literally sleeping. That's why
I gotta
my
find
daughter's
somebody who
still
can
in
talk
bed.
to me on the side.
Here, you guys can, yeah.
Right.
Hi, boss. Mom is in here changing the other one.
Who is he?
Is this a mistake? Like she just
Can we talk to you out here or
early
then
or something?
You want to
you
switch
can
places?
we'll swap out while
You
everybody's
want to go
on?
in there with the kids?
Are they okay?
Yeah, you come in.
This is crazy.
Your iPad is in the bathroom.
You don't have a phone?
No.
How would anyone contact you? What is?
Well, I just contact, like, are you saying, like, how do I communicate with my family and everyone?
Yeah, say I'm trying to contact you. How would I contact you?
Through Facebook Messenger.
Facebook. And then, do you live here at this hotel?
Yeah.
This room. Okay. We were talking to Dalen. We just want to know the timeline of.
They are not gonna let her keep that baby. She live at a hotel. Can you do that legally?
What happened. So what I understood is Dalen went to the gas station. Can you start from there? When Dalen left to the gas station, where were you?
I went outside at first, and then I let my sister in. I was up here for a little, and then I left for about 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay. And your sister? Okay.
Where is this
You
sister?
saw her in the room with the kids before leaving?
Yes.
Okay. And where did you go?
Is this supposed to be, like, am I going to be arrested? Like, what's going on?
I'm just trying to figure out what happened. Right now, we walked into a room where kids are by themselves. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
For like 30 minutes, but I understand. And was one of them sleeping?
Neither one of them was sleeping.
Okay, because she just checked on the morning. She was sleeping, but yeah, I think I've explained enough to the other officers. So I've already had DCFS called on me before, and I know how this shit goes.
I'm the investigating officer.
She already had DHS called on her. She's doing a bad job. They never supposed to get called.
That's gonna be typing up stuff that happened. So can you just tell me what?
Here we go. I knew exactly those comments were on the way. She kind of bad, though. I see why she a mom. Oh, my God. You all are the problem. You clearly see this as a negligent woman doing a terrible job taking care of her kids, and you gonna tell us that she kind of bad, though.
What happened?
I was gone for 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay, and you left. Was your sister in the room? Okay,
You can see on the cameras. She comes here frequently. She showers here.
does she have her own room key to the door?
No, she would need mine. She has a key to get in through the doors, but my door is currently off. That's how you guys were able to get in.
You left.
She do
and
look a little
where'd you-
thick
you
from the
left
front.
and where'd
Here
you go?
y'all go.
I went back down through this way.
Okay, you stayed in the hotel.
No, I left
Okay,
for
where'd
30 to 40 minutes.
Okay, where'd you go?
I went to make an errand
Where would that be?
in Elgin.
Elgin's a
Do
pretty
I have
big
to be
place.
very specific?
I would like to know where you went. Yes,
I went to go handle some business.
somewhere close to here. Where is that?
It's about 15 minutes at the most away.
Did you drive there?
No, I had a ride.
You had a ride. Who'd you ride with?
I think it's James.
Do you happen to have a last name?
No. Yeah, it was requested for me.
Is that like an Uber service?
Right.
Or who requested that for you?
My sister.
Do you know where is right now?
Typical Twitch takes. YouTube
Okay,
the
What
best.
time she usually go to work?
She has different shifts. They rotate, and it's peak season, so I don't know.
You left here to go run an errand. You got a ride from someone, and you don't.
Why did I look at the chat? They said she took a Diddy ride. What is this little emote? What is that? Is that supposed to be baby oil? What are y'all typing? What are y'all talking about?
You don't want to tell me where that is?
It's a little personal, so I don't really
Okay.
feel the need to express it, but
So
I honestly just want to know what's going on. So, like,
What you mean it's personal? Was she getting her freaky deaky on?
I was trying to cancel that before, so I could just let my mom know and call my grandma, so I just want to know what's like.
how long ago did Dalen leave the hotel?
I'm not sure, because I was still here.
Okay, and then you left. How long ago? You said.
Well, now it's probably way longer than 30 to 40 minutes, right? Because I've been here about, what,
How long were you gone?
25 minutes. I was gone for up to 40 minutes.
When did you meet up with Dalen? Because you guys walked in here together.
I called him as soon as I was on my way back.
I thought neither one of you had a phone.
Did you see me come in with a laptop?
You called him on a laptop.
He has an iPad. Neither one of us don't have a phone.
And where'd you guys meet up at?
Outside.
Like outside the hotel?
So we have to take the kids to the hospital.
So am I going with my kids?
Well, we are taking them to the hospital so that they can get medically evaluated, and then we're gonna have to contact DCFS to see what they wanna do from that point. I can't tell you what DCFS
So
is
you're
gonna
telling me
say.
you're taking my kids away from me today?
They are going to the hospital to be checked out because the information that we've been provided is that they've been left there for several hours, since before 2 o'clock. So we have an obligation to make.
I'm under the impression she left to do the freaky deaky because she came back with a random guy. Yeah, and then when they asked where did she go, she said that's a little personal. Uh-oh.
Sure that the kids are safe, medically cared for. That time frame, really any time frame with kids that age
Yeah, I
is
know.
not acceptable, but when we're talking 3+ hours, that's a problem.
Hours?
So we have to make sure that they're okay. They have to be examined by a medical professional.
So
I don't feel that,
am I not given the right to go with my kids to the hospital?
well, that's one thing we're gonna be kind of talking about at this point. Just 1 second.
Say you called her on your laptop.
Yeah.
Let them do their thing, and you can have your laptop, and you can call, text, however you need. Deja, can you stay out here?
Call your mom or call someone because they're trying to take our kids.
You're gonna take our kids?
Yeah.
So again, let's not make this any more complicated than it needs to be. The kids are going to the hospital to get checked out by a medical professional because our investigations revealed that they've been left here alone since 1:30 p.m., which is completely unacceptable. We have an obligation to make sure that the kids are in a good medical condition, and so we are going to make sure that they're examined at a hospital, and we're going to call DCFS for further direction. That's what it is.
So do we get our kids back after the hospital?
We're going to have to call DCFS. DCFS is going to make that determination. We're going to have to call
I can't even go with
DCFS.
my kids, and I'm supposed to trust that you guys are gonna.
You can trust us, believe me. We will do a good job of.
She said, and I'm supposed to trust you. Nobody could trust you with the kids. You left them unattended for seemingly hours? That's insane. I don't know where hours came from. She said it was 10 minutes without the sister being there. Maybe the sister never shown up, because where the sister at now?
Of making sure that your kids are cared for, okay? And again,
So you can't even come with him.
That's what I'm saying.
One
I
thing-
don't have a cell phone. How are you
one
guys gonna
thing-
tell me what's going on the updates with my daughter?
we'll be with you. But one thing I will tell you is, although you're upset and frustrated, cooperation is going to be very important to make sure that this is a smooth process. If you want your kids back, then you need to cooperate.
I already went through this shit before.
I'm gonna try to reiterate what the officer was saying, all right? On behalf of the Elgin Fire Department, we have to make sure that the kids are well taken care of. I'm Captain Walzak with the department. You've got my name. I can give you all the contact information you
She ain't got a
I
phone.
believe one of the officers is gonna be remaining, so we're gonna have ways. I understand your phone's not working. The city's gonna provide you with an officer so that they can relay information.
So you don't know like how long like
We
this
do.
going on?
It's literally up to DCFS.
Again, we're gonna make.
And because of the other case, they might just take my daughter.
Get my-
Yeah, that sounds good.
Wow. Are you serious?
Dude, they literally came in here and like literally cleared them and said that they look healthy and they're gonna confirm that shit at the hospital.
And DCFS is going to make a determination on what we do. I'm not going to say that they're going to take the kids away from you. They may give the kids back to you tonight, but we have a
That's
process
insane.
that we need to go through, and it's imperative that you guys don't obstruct or make this any more difficult than it needs to be, because again, we have to report to DCFS on what goes on.
Well, hold on one
I
second.
just need to get my iPad.
We're not going to be one.
Just 'cause they're under your custody, unless you're cool with us staying.
We have an officer coming up to follow them
Yeah.
to the hospital, so we should
We'll
have an
meet them down at
officer.
the ambulance?
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank you.
So can I contact
Call your
my
mom.
sister?
Call your grandma.
Can I
Call your
contact
mom.
on my iPad? I have not been
You'll get a
in
chance
contact.
Yeah.
with
them.
Yeah, why don't you come on out here with
On the
us?
hallway.
Why does he need to go in the
Because he
hallway?
needs to talk to these officers.
Come on,
Please
let's
cooperate.
go.
We'll let you make a phone call.
So you're making this more
But
complicated than it needs to be.
corroborating is making you guys take my kids. No, don't say shit else because this is bullshit.
Go out in the hallway now. Okay, in the hallway. Come on.
No, it's okay. I'm going. I'm going. For what?
Put him on
What?
Just put him on your back.
Wait, what happened? What happened? Wait, why he being arrested?
No, I had my fucking sister.
She wasn't here at the video shoot.
Why he being
You
arrested?
can't lie with the video.
I don't give a. You guys have to see everything, okay?
Okay.
From beginning to see how many people enter these doors, okay?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
There was no.
And what did
No
DCFS
one.
say? Did you guys call them yet?
We're calling them. We're dealing with you guys first.
What?
Please, they're taking me to jail.
For what?
For
It's probably
endangering
gonna be
the
endangering.
child.
I mean,
No,
it's-
please.
Bro, no, that's bullshit.
Please, no,
It's
please.
bullshit. It is bullshit.
What's bullshit is leaving
No,
your
no,
kids.
no, 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 no. You guys cannot do this
You
shit.
can't just
You
leave
came
your
into
kid
our
on-
hotel
We were
room.
called here. We didn't come here because we just decided to stroll in here.
Okay.
We were called by the hotel
Okay.
because you made a bad decision to leave your kids home alone. That's what it boils down
No,
to.
that's not.
You can make excuses all
Okay,
you want, but the
okay.
reality is you committed a crime, and
No,
we have
I
an
did not.
obligation to make sure that your kids are okay.
Okay.
If you think it's okay to leave your kids in a hotel room by themselves for 3 hours, if you think that that's
You guys
okay,
just.
that's a rational thing in your head, then you have some serious problems. Because we have probable cause to believe that these kids were left unattended in a hotel room at age 2 and 4, which is completely unacceptable under any circumstance.
1 and 4.
He talking
Three,
to her.
1 and 3.
Sorry, 1 and 3. Left them in a hotel room. And then you want to get upset with us. Like this is our problem that we created. No. We didn't create this problem. We are now forced to deal with it because you guys made a bad decision. And I'm not trying to talk down to you or belittle you, but there is a point in time when we need to take some self-responsibility for our actions.
He
This is
cooking
unacceptable.
her.
Unacceptable things happen and criminal law is broken. We have an obligation as the police to do what we need to do. We care about your kids. We want to make sure your kids are safe. Leaving kids alone for a 3+ hour period is not acceptable. There are resources available to
But you
help
guys
you.
don't even have, like, this is crazy. So even when we're inside and out, right? I leave for
You-
5 minutes.
you
to
did
come
not.
back.
You
I'm
didn't.
asking, what is the consecutive time that I have to be?
There is no set timeline. It's what's
So
reasonable.
if I leave for 10 minutes and I go outside, smoke a blunt, and I come back in, that's unacceptable.
It depends on the circumstances. That's not the circumstances we're dealing with right now. The circumstances we're dealing with are that the kids were left alone for 3+ hours. So
And you
that's
guys
an issue.
took my kid, so now how am I, like, this is crazy. So someone's gonna stay with me the whole night and make sure they're gonna tell me
No.
every update with my daughter.
That's not the plan.
So what's the
We're
plan?
going to be with you so that if you have questions about what's
So
going
what's
on
the
with them,
plan?
we're going to share that.
What's the plan?
The plan is you're going to be going down to the police station with us to address this.
Daylan, I'm getting arrested too.
Yes, you both are.
Because they're saying that they have evidence. The judge will see everything. I've already had this exact same thing go on before.
And we're not saying
That's
you're guilty
insane.
Of anything. We're saying you have
Yeah, I
probable
know you're
cause.
guilty until proven.
We're saying you have.
I just want to know how long were the kids actually alone? The cops came to 3 hours because a housekeeper saw that a 20-minute window there was nobody there with the kids. Where'd they get the 3 hours from? Is cameras in here and they checked the foot? I don't know how they got to 3 hours.
I mean, you're
We have
innocent.
probable
Innocent
cause
until
for your
proven guilty.
arrest for endangering the life and health of a child. Actually, 2 counts because there's 2 children involved. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not trying to tell you that you're guilty of anything. That's for the courts to decide. But we have an obligation when innocent children are involved in a case that we have to do everything line by line to the book. And I would not be doing your children a service if I just left them here with you and said, let's try and do better. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. DCFS is going to ask us for photos of the conditions that we found the kids in. Can we take pictures for their purposes?
I'm saying that the DCFS want to see the photo, see if my kids are
They
okay.
can't
They
see
can
if you
come.
don't have pictures. They're not going to come here. They're going to go to the hospital.
Okay, then they can see them at the hospital, but no, they can't take photos. They're not taking photos
Okay.
of my children. No,
No, I'm talking about the conditions of your apartment.
you cannot take pictures of my apartment.
You don't want me to?
No, I mean it's for the most part it's not that bad, but
It documents the conditions at the time that we were here.
okay.
Is all that
So
is.
so you're asking to take permission of photos?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you can't.
Okay.
They said that we left. Yeah, so they took both the babies away from us and took them to the hospital right now, and now they're trying to charge me and Dalen with child endangerment. What is the process?
Insane.
I'm gonna be
Taken to the police station, booked and processed, and then we'll go from there.
I'm just confused they don't have any phones. He calling people off an iPad. She calling people off a laptop. What the hell is going on? This don't even make sense. I don't even understand the circumstances they are in.
So you guys witnessed my door lock, right? And you have it on camera, like that my kid's stuff is safe.
Yeah, I mean, it's locked in there.
Of course, but you guys were already in the room, so I just want to make sure that no one else can get in and take any of my children's or my.
Management can get it.
So the charge that I'm being arrested for is child endangerment, and their father's being charged with the same thing.
Yes.
Even though it's my hotel room and I stay there.
You both are the parents, aren't you?
When you run my name, are you able to see like if I've been charged with anything?
Yep, it's on here.
So can you inform me of what I've been charged with besides today?
No.
The police officer can put a charge on you, right? But it has to be, the judge is the one that makes the ultimate determination, right? Jury or judge. Okay. Yeah, I'm learning something. I didn't know that. I've normally had judges.
What happened to her sister being there? What happened to the sister story? Where's her sister? Why she never contacted the sister? So she must have been lying.
Just every court case I had, so. And to think I wanted to join police academy. This is crazy, man.
What?
This is crazy. It's better to join them, because you can't beat them in this world.
Both individuals were charged with 2 counts of child endangerment. Share your thoughts below.
Man, let me see the thoughts below by the streets. So I'm supposed to just trust y'all with my kids. Young lady, nobody trusts you with your kids. Damn, she cooking her. She has the nerve to have the attitude. Use birth control, please. The fact that she's not new to the system make me grieve more for them babies. She actually said, I've already been through this. Like that's some great parenting. Her sister was nowhere near the room. She's despicable. The police have found the only 20-something female in the world that doesn't have a cell phone. Not everyone deserves to be a parent. She's a shining example. It's amazing that they're surprised that leaving 1- and 3-year-old children unattended is a crime. She's worried someone going to take her stuff, but not the kids. This is insane.